points. Also coming up, nearly 30% of working Ghanaians increasingly turn into gambling and betting as a coping mechanism to cover daily expenses and debt obligations, according to the latest Old Mutual Financial Wellness Monitor. Now let's start with some political stories. The Bono Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronya DC, has been released from the custody of BNI after meeting bail conditions. Lawyer and Member of Parliament for Fwasia Yuribi, Kojo Oponen Kroma, expressed excitement over the development while accusing government of adopting this tactic to avoid answering questions on unfulfilled promises.
Happy that his liberty is now, may I say, on all fours, and he will be mounting a very strong challenge against the charges that have been brought against him at the Circuit Court. We have said, however, that this we see as part of a bigger exercise to suppress dissenting voices in our democracy. The government is not delivering on their promises. It's almost 1.5 years since they were elected. It's everything you ask them, blame Akufo-Addo, blame the MPP. And people are beginning to ask questions. And in their bid to avoid answering questions, we see clearly that this is the tactic they have adopted to arrest anybody who says something that they consider misinformation. We're a law-abiding party. We believe in the rule of law. But we will not sit by for people's rights to be infringed upon or for the tools of state to be weaponized to silence people.
Still in politics, Majority Leader Mahama Yariga says government has not finalized its position on the recommendation to extend the presidential term from 4 years to 5 years. According to him, while the recommendation will be laid before the House, he's not committed to accepting or rejecting the recommendation. He was speaking at a joint leadership briefing ahead of a serious business in second session of the 9th Parliament, where he briefed the leadership on bills to expect before the House.
Yesterday, I saw on social media a report about a branch organizer of the NDC who made similar statements under the NPP government and was prosecuted, convicted, and I think he's still in. He's appealed. He was convicted. No, he was convicted under the NPP regime. He was convicted for making similar statements, the same charges under the same provisions. So the key thing is to fight your case in the law courts. If they arrest you and say you've made false publication, go and prove that you didn't make a false publication. Why do you make it a political issue, NDC versus MPP? Is it because you are an MPP member? Are you getting the situation? Why do you make it an NDC MPP matter? They say you have made a false statement. When they say you have stolen, do you say that because you're an MPP member, we should make it an NDC MPP matter? You don't do that. So the issue is, you've made a statement, the police say that it's a false publication. Go and show that it's not a false publication. You've made a statement, they say it is not conducive to the public peace. Go and show that it is conducive to the public peace. That's all. If you go and show, which court will convict you?
The Majority Leader also called on leadership of the opposition NPP to stop politicizing the arrest and detention of some NPP members for breaking the law. According to him, those arrested can defend themselves in court if they're innocent, adding that there's nothing political about the arrest. He was speaking at a parliamentary leadership meeting ahead of serious business in the second session of the 9th Parliament.
We are now under the instructions of the President, who once said that they have the IP addresses of everybody. And so when you make some statements, you'll be sought after. If somebody publishes Dumso is back, ask yourself, truly and genuinely, how is that the basis for the person to be picked up? Well, that is why That is why we want you to understand that we are not taking judicial notice of what this government is doing with free speech, and especially for you media practitioners. Because you see, they are not just gagging MPP gradually, they are gagging all of you. And if I show you the list, it's unending. It started with Kwame Abronye, Intim Fojo, Paul Adomochi, Daniel Adumaku, Se Obama, Mohamed Zakau, Yaya Abiu, Fanti Comedy, Mr. Achenkwa, Okateche Afrifa Kofi Nkansa, Alfred Abebi Adenta Kumi, whose wife actually lost a child just because of this harassment. Godin Asare Bediaku, Abubakar Yakubu, David Esando, all of this and more. You ask yourself, what is the basis for the arrest? Because somebody published that, oh, there is somebody in a gay dress, and that is the basis for you to arrest. How does that amount to insult? What have we not said and heard? And assuming that this is the trajectory we want to go through, then it means that you media practitioners should be up and doing, because it will come to you. And the day that you even gave for them to, in the order, for them to even reappear before court is likely to be a holiday. 27th will be a holiday, 28th will be a holiday. And a certain particular court is becoming notorious, which is the Circuit Court 9. So if we are not taking care of these things and they go into a different element, people will not sit down and watch forever. You should not allow this gagging to go on forever. The intimidation and harassment, and it's always one-sided. I'm just hearing majority leaders saying that, oh, somebody else, it's all cooked. That is part of the scam. It's part of the fact that the government is largely incompetent. They are not performing. They don't want any form of criticisms. The moment criticisms are started, then they come after you just to start their diversionary tactics.
Moving on, Ghana Cocoa Board has dismissed claims that some of its officials are involved in private cocoa purchasing activities, insisting that cocoa buying operations across the country are conducted strictly through licensed buying companies. The concerns were raised by the Ghana National Cocoa Farmers Association, which argued that the alleged practice could undermine confidence within the cocoa sector, distort competition, and worsen financial pressures.
How can anybody buy cocoa for himself? How is that possible? Those who buy cocoa are the agents of the license buying companies. Officials of Cocoa Board do not buy cocoa. The Cocoa Board licenses license buying companies who have their agents at the districts who buy the cocoa on their behalf. And the license buying companies are buying this cocoa on behalf of Cocoa Board. So how can anybody say that an official of Cocoa Board is out there? It's born out of ignorance. That is why we're clear in our minds, and it is not new. It is a discussion that has been ongoing for a long time. On our part, as far as Ghana is concerned, at least government has demonstrated a certain commitment by saying that, look, we are going to pay farmers 70% of the declared FOB, which is what was announced the 25-26 season, even when the prices plummeted, and we unfortunately had to decrease the prices to cushion the impact of the farmer. The government decided that it was going to give the farmer 90% of what that FOB was, which meant that there was going to be a lot of losses incurred by Cocoa Board and other stakeholders. And so on the part of Ghana, I think that even in the turmoil, there is strong commitment into ensuring that farmers' livelihoods are protected. But
to some topical issues, Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, Benjamin Kwashi, has met Sylvester Boache, a Ghanaian who reportedly missed an updated evacuation notice and was the only individual to report to OR Tambo International Airport on Wednesday, May 21. During the meeting, the High Commissioner clarified that the government of Ghana had not dispatched any chartered flight for the exercise, explaining that the evacuation had been temporarily deferred following an agreement with the South African authorities to resolve legal, technical, and logistical issues surrounding the process.
So record that it is not the High Commission that asked you to go to the airport. You went to the airport on your own.
Oh, I had it from the phone. That is why.
From a good fit. But not the High Commission. The Ghana High Commission. It's the same group. No, it's not the same group. We're coming here. The group, I spoke to him on our way here. So there's a flyer and an audio attached to it from that Ghana Community Concerns Group. So you give them the flight time, check-in time, everything is on the flyer, and there's an audio attached to it. Why not? Do you have time? Yes. Yes, I need to show you my Listen, there's a flyer. There's a flyer. So where is it? This is Ghana Community. Ghana Community Concerns Group. Friend, they just bring so let's bring into this. I wonder, friend, this is not. I don't even know this group. So this is not
Ghana Community
Concern SA2. And so they told you that it's Ghana High Commission.
No, and they didn't tell you, but they said everything from Ghana High Commission. They also bring it. They also bring it. Isn't they share the link about the Ghana High Commission,
Which in the world? Yeah, there's one name here that is shared. But you don't know this group. This group is Manda. See, the way you said it, that no, it's also Ghana High Commission. The Ghana High Commission that didn't have the water. Larry, do you have the water? You don't have a water. So when we heard that you said it was an code, you were concerned and how you said it. I will zoom into it. It says Ghana Community Concerns Group SA2. So how many of you on this group went to the airport?
I think it's only me.
It's only you. So is it on the group that they told you to go to the airport?
No, they didn't tell us to go.
But you decided to go on. So let me reiterate that there's no Ghana High Commission never sent the CSH. Ghana, that's why you realize that the first group is supposed to be with 300 people. Not even a single, but let's say 299 didn't go. We were the only person who went there. And the pressure is being created that the plane was there, but it was only one person okay. Did you see any plane when you go to the airport?
No.
Were you told that the plane that is coming for the Ghana airports? Nobody. Did they tell you that the plane has arrived? No. So the government of Ghana is still in the process of finalizing. We checked the list of the first group that is supposed to go. And I realized that your name is not even at the first group. But I now understand the agency with which you have to go. So I'll speak to the consular officer to put you on the list, the first 300. I know that you want to go and see your mother. I know that you want to go and see yourself. So we'll put you on the list. This time round, only listen to what the consular officer will tell you.
And the General Secretary of the NPP is set to formally submit a petition to the Chief Justice on behalf of the party, calling for a full investigation into the conduct of the judge in relation to the Abronya and Baba Mando cases. The party alleges bias, misconduct, and abuse of judicial discretion in the judge's handling of the cases and calls on the Chief Justice to launch an investigation. We'll speak to my colleague Ekosechi Saki. Let's hear from former MP for Wutisenya East, Mavis Howard Kumsin, before we speak to him.
I see up for one or two reasons, and we did not see the reason why he should be there. So fortunately, yesterday he was released. And because we are not happy with the conduct of the judge, and we think we have to voice it out, we have to let the whole world know, then we have to also come and present our petition to the Chief Justice, because the judge is under the Chief Justice. And so we are here today to present our petition to the Chief Justice for him to investigate that judge, the reason why he should put the chairman into that custody. Yeah.
Personally, yourself, you are very vocal and very tough nut to crack. Are you worried about what is being witnessed in the public domain where members of your party are being detained by?
Why not? Why am I not worried? No matter, I mean, my hardness, I should. The issue is, it's not about me, myself. It's about my party members. And I remember, let me digress more. A while ago, I'm told one of our young ladies was arrested yesterday. She's even been brought to court as we speak. What kind of insult was not rained on His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in this country? What kind of insults was not rained on them? Were people arrested? No. So what has changed? I mean, a few days ago, I asked someone that, are we in the jungle? Are we in the military era? No. Ghana is a developed country. It's a democratic country.
Thank you.
So why can't we all, I mean, air out our views? Some section or portion of Ghanaians who can say what they want and go scot-free, and others cannot do that.
Oh.
Why?
Which lady are you making reference to?
This lady popularly known as Bawumiaba. She's a TikToker.
Yes.
I'm told she was brought from Kumasi.
Yeah.
I'm yet to go and see her. And so what we are witnessing in the country now is not the best. We are pleading with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that if he's not heard, he's not in the known, he should intervene. Because it's not good for this country. I mean, people said a lot against His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and they are still saying it.
Yes.
A former vice president, a position he has occupied before.
Yeah.
He, John Dramani Mahama, has occupied before. A position he has occupied before as a president. When Nana Addo was there, he was being insulted. Now he's a president. Why should he sit? I will for all this to happen.
Yeah.
So we are not happy.
Finally, does this break you down as a person?
No. I mean, I'm not sure you've not seen me here all this while, but this time I do come. It's rather strengthening me. It's strengthening the party. So we are okay with that.
Now we'll be speaking to my colleague, Sechi Saki, for more on this. So we thought that was Hawa Kumsin, Mavis Hawa Kumsin, basically saying that people have advocating for the right to free speech and saying that during the MPP's tenure, things like that were happening. There were TikTokers like Bawumiaba who had free speech and were talking about things and even may have said things against the vice president at the time, Bawumia, but nothing happened to them. And so she is saying that people are allowed to have free speech and people should be able to say what they want and their rights should not be curtailed, citing various examples. Now we have my colleague Eko Sechi Saki at the Supreme Court on the line. Hello, Eko. Can you hear me?
Abba.
Yes, what can you report?
Hi, Natasha, I can hear you loud and clear. So, Natasha, I can report that the rank and file and the leadership of the New Patriotic Party have arrived at the Supreme Court to petition the Chief Justice over what they described as some misconduct on the behalf of Circuit Court Judge Joseph Kusun regarding his handling of the bail application process of MPP Regional Chairman Kwame Balfour, popularly known as Abronye DC. I have with me one of the communication team member, Mr. Mensa Thompson, who was with the national leadership, Alfred Thompson, who was with the leadership of the New Patriotic Party. I'll be speaking to him with regards to the petition, what the general public should expect, and also going forward, what the concerns really are in the petition. You are live on Metro Television.
Thank you. What do you want to know?
We are grateful for you speaking to us on Metro TV. What do you make of the recent development regards to what your party described as alleged harassment of opposition political figures?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that a government who said they are very tolerant, a government who says their leader is not vindictive, cannot even listen because they cannot listen and accommodate. It's because there are several things going on in the country. One, most of their promises that they described that they were going to do have not been delivered. I can give you a bright example of the 133 that we're going to create. I can give you another example of the 24-hour economy that we're going to do. I can give you the situation that is at Bank of Ghana now, that they made huge losses as they promised that we're going to turn the losses into profits or into credits. And I can give you a series of so many things that are going on that is not good. When you come again to the culture of state capture, in the Fourth Republic, we've never seen any government that has done state capture more than this particular government that is going on. You can see there's so many things that are being given to friends and family. Those who are already in government and are using their businesses to acquire sole sourcing businesses to do. Brothers that are being given mines, and then they'll tell us that, oh, the president recused himself from the meeting. All these things are state capture that they talked about and now they are doing. And so it tells us that the book that we always said, the Ejapa document, we always said that they wrote, this is what they are practicing today. And Ghanaians should look, they should listen, and they should watch, and they should wisen up, because NDC, they have their modus operandi, and everybody is saying to it. Now, when we talk about it, then they come and arrest you. When people complain, when people are frustrated, everybody in Ghana is frustrated today. Even the chairman of their party is so frustrated that he's begging the NDC members not to go and support Dr. Bawumia, but to give them another chance, because maybe the government is not doing well, but the party will rally behind it and make sure that the promises that they give, they'll try and manage and do some before their 4-year term will end. But these are all fake promises, because NDC is known for their scamming scheme. NDC is known for the lies, the propaganda. They came on lies. They are living with lies. And I have stated that they will go with lies. That is the modus operandi of the NDC.
But Mr. Thompson, before we get into what you are seeking from with the petition, there is a section of the ruling governing members who are saying that what you are doing at the moment, the hue and cry about unwarranted arrests, raising allegations, is just a ploy to distract the ruling government from the main business of the day. It's just to distract them. What can you say about that?
What business have they conducted so far? What policy have they given?
In terms of the governance of the country.
What governance? If the governance is to arrest people, then you are not doing governance. If the governance is not to deliver on your 133, you told people that we are going to make jobs available, we are going to produce, we are going to give you the chance that 3 people will work on 3 shifts in every job that you are given. Up to now, nothing has happened. The 24-hour economy that we're going to give, nothing has been done about. Now they said it's 24-hour markets. 24-hour markets? When people are complaining and saying that they are not even buying their wares during the day, is it in the midnight that people are going to buy the food and stuff? So it tells you straight away that they are no business team. They don't know what they are about. In fact, they are clueless. And they want to divert attention. So now everybody is talking about the arrest and everything, instead of everybody asking that, oh, NDC has done well. They have been able to give me jobs. They have been able to give my family jobs. I can feel the 133. My pockets are okay because the economy is stable. My pockets are okay because the dollar is stable. My pockets are okay because inflation is 3%. But things are going up. When you go to the port today, things that you are paying 24,000, you are paying over 80,000 for it. The same goods and services that you are bringing into the country. It tells us straight away that it is a clueless government. It tells us straight away that they are not delivering. It tells us straight away that their focus is on the book push, state capture, making sure that they get things for themselves before they go out in the next 2.5 years. It tells me straight away that NDC cannot deliver. That is their modus operandi. So what should we do? Let us lie to the people. Let us continue lying to the people. Let us tell the people things that they'll feel okay. So they'll send their chairman to go and beg and tell them that don't worry, we are still working and we'll bring you the goods and services that we promised. We are still working and we'll bring you the 133. We are still working and we'll bring you the 24 economy. Meanwhile, the people who are in the helm of affairs and are working are not doing likewise. They have become so arrogant. They have become so pompous. They think that when you talk, because they are in power, they can lock you up. They should go on. They can't lock over 1 million Ghanaians up. They can't lock over 3 million Ghanaians up. They can't lock over 4 million Ghanaians up. People have the right and the liberty to talk. I will not encourage anyone to insult or issue threats, but I will tell people that be bold and speak, because it is your fundamental human rights to tell someone who you are using your taxpayers' money to pay that you are not treating me well. I am not feeling happy. My electricity has gone up. My water has gone up. Things are expensive. The port charges are up. So please up your game or get out of office.
Yeah, Mr. Alfred Thompson, we know that some of the things you are seeking to do with this petition is to seek for the removal of the Circuit Court Judge, Justice Joseph Kunsum. What other demands are you seeking?
We are seeking that he doesn't sit on any case of Abronye, because his demeanor and what he did to him, denying him of his bail, is not right. It's not constitutional. It's against his the fundamental human rights of Abronye DC. So if you can do that to him, you can do it to anybody else. And we are calling him out so that people will know what he has done, people will see what he has done, and we expect the chief judges to look at the case and take action on it. We expect him that he should leave a legacy, that under his reign, he will not tolerate such things. And we expect that from the chief justice. It's only fair to ask for your rights and your fundamental human rights of someone who has been treated unfairly.
Finally, we've been here for some hours. What time are you going to submit the petition to the CJ?
We are at the moment listening to the case of Mahama Aminat. We are seeking for bail for her, so that they themselves are saying that they are sending the clip to go and check on it and make sure that whatever they can transcribe whatever is in it. So once you are going to do that, then you have to give the lady the chance to wait for you, because she's of no threat to anybody. She hasn't caused any harm to anybody. So we are waiting for them to give her the bail. We are praying that the justice of the court will give her the bail. Then she can go home and report to the court anytime they need her, or to the premises of the police, wherever they need her. We'll let her come and let her do the right thing. But we pray on Ghanaians to watch what is going and advise themselves.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. Alfred Thompson. So you just heard Mr. Alfred Thompson, the NPP National, to us with regards to
Well, that was my colleague Ekosechi Saki at the forecourts of the Supreme Court, where the NPP is petitioning the Chief Justice to remove the judge currently on the case of Abronye DC. Let's move on to some of the stories. Nearly 3 in every 10 working Ghanaians are turning to gambling and betting to meet daily expenses, despite signs of improving incomes and easing financial pressures. This is according to the latest Old Mutual Financial Wellness Monitor. There's more. The report indicates that 37% of respondents reported earning more than they did a year ago, a significant increase from 22% in 2023. However, the report suggests that many households remain financially fragile. According to the findings, 39% of working Ghanaians are concerned about losing their source of income, while 53% say they would exhaust their savings in less than 3 months if they lost their jobs or primary income streams. The report notes that although consumer confidence and broader economic conditions are showing signs of improvement, many individuals still lack the financial reserves needed to withstand unexpected shocks. To cushion themselves against income instability, more Ghanaians are pursuing additional sources of income. The proportion of workers earning money beyond their main jobs has risen to 27% from 21% in 2024. Young people are driving this trend, with 32% of Ghanaians aged between 20 and 29 reporting that they have supplementary income streams. The report attributes this largely to limited employment opportunities and growing financial responsibilities among the youth. Well, that's it for the news updates. My name is Natasha Jamra. The show continues after this break.
Hey buddy, it's me Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you don't look fresh.
Hey, hey.
We your label today.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar, no size. Go ahead. Buy now. Azar, #1 from Azar Group since 1921.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event ground and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
Grab your bottle and unleash the taste of Storm Energy Drink. A bold flavor, a big attitude. Feel the vibe, own the moment. It's your time to be different. Storm Energy Drink, make your mark. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches from as little as 98 Ghana cedis live on SuperSport, only on GoTV.
Yo. Your most wanted Cook Africa event is here. My name is Mariam, Sierra Leonean living in Ghana. I'm kindly inviting Sierra Leoneans to come and enjoy at Metro TV on the 23rd of May, time 9 a.m. prompt. Come and enjoy Sierra Leone food and African dishes. Salon people, una no left behind. Una color we can enjoy because this show you get for sweet. Una no ever hear Metro TV the show. Una color we can enjoy together. Yeah, you go taste different African dishes. Thank you. See you all there. I go see you now, my sister and brother. Then thank you.
Hello there, welcome. Today is the 22nd of May 2026, and this is Good Afternoon Ghana here on Metro Television. Welcome to live from our studios at North Region Accra. My name is Desmond Okrekudanso, and it's Friday. We're wrapping up the week here on the show, and from now until we end, we have two conversations coming up. We're going to be talking about the Global Women's Professional and Business Exchange Conference. We'll find out what really this conference is about as we get towards the 6th edition. And then yesterday you had the news about that is GNCVs and loans, that the license has been restored, or there's been a directive that the license should be restored. And we have the Vice President of the Indum Group joining us on the table today. So we get to talk about all that has happened with the case, right? So do well to stay with us to the very end of the show. And just to remind you that the big day is tomorrow, the 23rd of May, right on the premises in Northridge here in Accra. We're having the Cook Africa AU Day. We're having over 20 embassies coming around, communities coming around for us to have some good cookout day. So do all to come around. I always refer to the conversation with the Benin community where they'll be cooking the Ayikple and Jinkple. Yesterday we spoke to some of the schools who will be coming around tomorrow. It's going to be big. So do all to be a part of it tomorrow. Let's have some good food and just enjoy the company of our friends from other countries who are joining us tomorrow. So let's get into our first conversation for the afternoon. And Florence Torsenhat is president of the U.S. Ghana Chamber of Commerce, and Angel Lives is founder and CEO of a live podcast network. So, ladies, welcome to the program.
Thank you, that's one.
Yeah, today is Friday, and I'm getting ready for AU Cookout Day. We're just trying to bring all of us from the continent together here on our compound and cook. So I'm going to ask the very first question about what food, Ghanian, of course, and then maybe any other food from the continent that you're looking forward to eating.
Oh, for me, it's TZ.
TZ?
I love TZ.
Oh, with the ayoyo on it and all that.
With ayoyo and everything, right? That's the bomb.
Wow. I was saying that I wanted to try Nigeria's amala. They talk about it a lot, so I want to try that also. What about you, Angel?
So I just had for the first time today the Ghanaian bread, and I definitely fell in love with that. So I'm looking forward to some of that.
Ghanaian bread.
I gave her tea bread.
So I was going to ask which of the bread, because there's tea bread, sugar bread, brown bread, chocolate bread.
They all Ghanaian bread?
Yes. Banana bread, cake, everything. We have all of that. But after the show, try get her some soup.
Yeah, they like soup. Okay. We'll do that.
Right, that's just by the way. So just to remind you that tomorrow we're here on our premises. Just come, let's have fun.
Are we invited?
Oh yes, of course, you're invited. You can come around. Yeah, we're having a lot of foreign nationals coming onto our premises. Over 20 embassies coming around to be part of this day. So you can definitely come. Let's connect and let's get more people to come for the conference, right?
Yeah, definitely. We'll come. We like food.
Who doesn't like food? Good food. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, good food.
Let's talk about the conference now. For many of our viewers out there who are hearing about this for the very first time, let's talk about the U.S. Ghana, the commerce, the Chamber of Commerce. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that, and then where the conference came from.
So the U.S. Ghana Chamber has been around since 2013. We are based in the U.S. Our goal is essentially to create investment and business opportunities between companies and institutions in Ghana and the U.S. So we do a lot of events. We just came off hosting the president in Philadelphia, I think in March, right? End of March. We have a lot of events coming up. We're doing the Global Women's Conference this time, but right after that, we also have a delegation of about 30 business people coming in the first week in June to come to Ghana to form partnership with Ghanaian businesses. Okay. So that is what the Chamber does. But as a woman in leadership, I think that women face, business is tough, but it's especially, women have a different set of challenges when it comes to that. So I felt this need to be intentional about helping women get to the next level. But the idea for the conference started in Ghana. I came to visit Ghana with my friends from the US, and as we were talking, we realized that it doesn't matter if you were in Ghana or the US. Our concerns and challenges and successes were the same. And we thought that we should expand the conversation between the four walls of where we are. And that is how the idea for the conference started in 2016.
Okay.
Born and bred in Ghana.
Wow, that's beautiful to hear. So for the past 5 editions that you have held, the conference, what has been the takeaway from all of them? And for every year that you plan on doing the next one, what goes into it?
So I would say that incremental progress and testimonials. We do this because we are genuinely desirous of making a difference globally for women, not just in Ghana, but also those of us who come from outside. We also come to learn from the women in Ghana. So that cross-pollination of ideas is a good one. But I'll let Angel also talk about,
Yeah, so I mean, I've been a speaker at this conference from its inception, and so what I can say has been the progression is we have more and more attendees that show up. It started as a one-day conference. Now we're out to a 2-day full conference plus an awards and gala event. And so the impact is what I would say has been the best thing with this conference that keeps us as the speakers reinvesting our time and energy to come, because we're not paid to come and participate. We're volunteering our time and our resources and our money to get here to both pour into the local community, but also learn from the local community, because the collaboration and partnerships that can be formed from initiatives like this are invaluable.
Right, and this is definitely to empower women. Absolutely. And for women who come for the conference.
And men. We do have a lot of men.
Okay, a lot of men also coming in, but of course,
it's geared towards women.
It's geared towards empowering women. What's the idea of women empowerment really? Even as you have the men in positions as you find yourself, and as the name says, Global Women's Professional and Business Exchange Conference, women in businesses and all of that. What's the thought of them as they come for the conference, and what do you seek to help them with in their careers?
So I think that for when it comes to women empowerment, generally, there are a lot of very good organizations that do that. But I also think that creating some financial autonomy for women is important. And that is one of the things we try to do. So it's empowerment from that perspective. I think that we definitely, when we come, if you're on the business track, we want to make sure we help you from ideation to execution, right? Where we help you refine your business ideas, write a good plan to get funding, brand it, and take it to market. And when you make the money, we want to tell you how to keep your money, wealth preservation, and also, that is what we try to do. And then if you're on the career path too, I always say there are soft skills that are necessary to move you to the next level. Somebody has to decide, of all the people that are working in a firm, we want Desmond to be the one to sit in the anchor chair. How do they make that decision? You need somebody in the back rooms advocating for you. So what are the skill sets that you need? And then there are also people that work for corporate organizations that are looking to open their own businesses too. So we also help, for example, Dr. Nota will be doing something on how to sustain a business. We're doing something on creating a non-traditional business. So these are all things that are important. But overarching all of this, you need good health. To be able to do what you do. Definitely. So we are going to create, we have panels for health, for women, we're also going to do something on mental health, which we don't talk about a lot, but we want to do that. You want to talk about the pitch competition and stuff like that?
Yeah, so one of the challenges that you often see, specifically with women business owners, is a lack of access to capital. And so it's one thing to position people and say, hey, this is how you do it. But unless you give them the tools and the resources to have the capital to actually start, it typically goes nowhere, right? And so with this conference on day one, if you've never pitched and you really don't even know what's entailed, we're going to show you. We're going to give you kind of a blueprint of this is how you create your elevator pitch or your short synopsis of what your business does. Teach you the different things as it relates to how do you figure out exactly how much money you need to get started and to actually grow and sustain the business. On day two, we will actually have a pitch competition. And so with that pitch competition, we will have 3 cash prizes, first, second, and third place. So you have to show up, you have to participate in order to win, but in being there, you'll have invaluable information that you can try another pitch competition, even if you don't win this one.
I also wanted to let you, I don't know how many of your viewers know, like Ghanaian businesswomen like Samo Konko, who used to be the founder of UB Energy, I think. Okay. And she's the first woman, I think, or one of the first, to do a multi-million-dollar deal with a Fortune 500 company. She's going to be at the conference, sharing skills about taking your business global. You get to learn. She shows you what her blueprint is.
Yes.
You get to learn and ask her questions, because increasingly business is getting global. I'm sure we have a lot of successful businesses here, but the key to sustaining that is also looking beyond the shores of Ghana.
Right, and definitely at such conferences, you'd hear from, as she mentioned, some accomplished personalities from whom you can learn a thing or two. And so this conference is very important. But let's take a look at the theme. It says, Global Women, Shared Power, Leading Across Borders, Connect, Exchange, Rise. What do you want to achieve with this particular theme for this year?
Yeah, because we have always said from the beginning, when we started in 2016, that business is global. And so now we're getting to the point where it's clearly apparent to a lot of people. One of the things I said at another network before I came here, one of the things that I'll be looking for, we have this big distribution deal for Ghanaian products, right? So we're looking for the products to fulfill that. I don't want to lead with that because I just want it to be very organic. So we have an expo portion of the conference. If you do come, it makes my work easy just to walk around and see what is there. So I'll be looking for at least 25 products to do that.
Okay.
And
go ahead. Just to add to that, I think that one thing that we kind of fail to realize that many women-owned businesses are solo entrepreneurship businesses where they're the sole person working the business. Part of what this opportunity affords people is an opportunity to expand their network, their employees, but then to think globally. When President Obama was in office, less than 1% of businesses thought outside of their immediate territory. This gives you a lens where it's worldwide, where you can form the relationships to be able to do business in other territories. So I think that's one of the beauties of what this conference affords people the opportunity to do.
And truly, when it comes to such conferences also, sometimes the audience think it's a very long, gap between themselves and whoever is coming to speak to them. And so that's why you talk about networking. Really, as they come for this conference, what do they get access to for these 3 days?
So one, there's intentional networking, where there's allocated time just for that. There's also an opportunity for headshots. A lot of people don't have professional headshots. And so in coming to the conference, that's an immediate takeaway. I think one of the things that I love about how Florence has organized this event is that you actually have tangible takeaways from the event that you can utilize immediately, whether it's the skills and processes of how do you start your business, or if it's the headshot that you'll be able to upload to your different profiles, or for your media kit, whatever it is that you need to really create a professional business. A lot of times people have businesses, but they're not legit businesses on paper. They're not corporately structured. They don't have all of the necessities of being able to do global type transactions. This conference will give you that opportunity and the blueprint to do it successfully.
And speaking of which, we have a legal panel too that is going to be made of legal, global, and local legal luminaries. So we have David, is it Date of AB and David Law Firm. We have Marietta Brew. We have
Belinda.
Belinda Handy, who is a Supreme Court judge in the U.S., and then we also have Nanajwa Hackman, who would also speak to tell women how to navigate. The thing that you don't want is to create something, and because of some little mistake or oversight, you lose all of that. Yeah. Or that you get married and then
lose it
somehow.
all too.
Okay, we're going to leave that there. We're going to leave it there. So the whole conference ends with an awards gala. Can you tell me about that and what you see?
I can break some
that?
news here. I can share some of the awardees. We haven't shared it till now.
Okay.
So we have Grace Ameobing, FC Perfumery. She's going to receive an award for legacy because she's done a lot here. We also have Samo Konko again. She's broken the glass ceiling for a lot of people, a lot of women, men and women, but specifically for women. We also have Edna the shoemaker, who is also local, who is doing something very interesting, so she's going to receive the Next Gen Award. We also have, from the U.S., Belinda Handy, who is also going to receive, she's very committed to empowering women, so she's also coming. And then we have, there's a historic church in the U.S. called Mother Bethel AME, who are very, very active in the civil rights movement. It's in the 200-year history of the church. Reverend Caroline Cavaness is the first woman pastor. So she's also coming down to get the award. But the award is also to raise, the dinner is to raise funds for sickle cell and pediatric cancer building in Ghana.
Right.
So we leave everything in Ghana.
Everything here in Ghana, right. So as we wrap up on this, on the Global Women's Professional and Business Exchange Conference, we get to the details of it in terms of the dates, where it's happening, and you can take us through that.
Yes, absolutely. So the event will take place on May 27th and 28th.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Wesley
Towers.
In
Accra. That's just here at Ridge.
Right up the street.
Okay.
And you can register online at EGTKS/E/67288. And the short code for registration is *713 *33 *316#.
Okay.
Or you can call 02-433-59441.
Right, and I'm sure when they get to any of the pages of U.S. Ghana Chamber of Commerce, they'll be able to follow that, right?
Yeah, we have a website, globalwomensx.com.
Okay.
They can also go there and get information on the panel and registration. But the short code, the short code, is the short code?
Yeah.
Is what? Can you repeat that?
Absolutely. The short code is *713 *33 *316#.
Okay, *713 *33
*316, and then the hashtag sign.
Okay, right. So you had that. So please be a part of this life-changing opportunity to be part of the 6th edition of this particular conference, and you definitely, love it. So thank you very much, ladies, for coming. Any final thing you want to add before we wrap it up?
Yeah, that's one thing. I hope we'll see you there.
Next week, 27, 28. Yeah, we'll definitely be there and bring to our viewers what happens.
I would like for you to do that, but I would encourage women to invest in ourselves. Right. It's a 2-day high-quality skills transfer conference. I think it's going to be worth, and the cost is really, really low of attendance, because this is not a profit-making thing for us. We genuinely want to see women do.
And it includes food, beverages.
For 3 days?
For the 2 days.
2 days, right. Okay.
So you're definitely going to get your money's worth. You're going to mentally be fed and physically be fed.
And look good too.
I mean, of course, if you're stepping out like that, you need to look good and be able to network with the very best in the space. So thank you very much, Florence Tozenhart, President of the U.S. Ghana Chamber of Commerce, and Angel Livers, founder of the Alive podcast from the USA. Thank you so much for coming and telling us about the 6th Global Women's Professional and Business Exchange Conference. And tomorrow, if you've got time, you can definitely pass through the compound for our cook. Yes, do come around. We're taking a break. When we come back, we're talking about the GN Savings and Loans, and the Vice President of Group Indum will be joining us here for a discussion. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Launching. BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Study a job-ready university program, BSc Development Economics at the Ghana Christian University College. Job is ready for graduates who possess degrees and certificates in BSc Development Economics, professional certificate in Theoeconomy, certificate in Theoeconomy with business. Enroll at the Department of Theology and Economics at the Ghana Christian University College, Amrahia, Adenta Dodua Road, Accra. Full bursary is available for BSc Development Economics graduates to study master's program at the State University in South Africa. Enroll now. Take advantage of this opportunity to join elite professionals in economics. Call 0557-351-090 or 0575-633-307 or 030-296-0542. WhatsApp us on 0557-351-090 or you can get in touch online on www.theoeconomy.edu.gh. Powered by the Center for Theology and Economics, CTEC.
This Easter, Estate Masters Limited is giving you more reasons to celebrate in our extended Easter promo. Secure your dream land at Nest Cottage, Tripoli with a massive 15% discount. Or choose Palm Hills, Gomwa Pamfukurum, also at 15% discount. And for lovers of the coast, Coastal Park, Ningo Prampram awaits you at 10% discount. Plus, enjoy free site visits and free documentation because we make land ownership simple. This Easter, don't just celebrate, invest in your future. Estate Masters Limited, your most preferred estate partner.
Cook Africa, oh. Cook Africa, oh. I am Her Excellency Mrs. Militracy Mallet, Association of Nigerian Women President in Ghana here. On 23rd of May, I'm inviting all of you Metro TV premises to enjoy Nigerian delicacy. Eba, egusi with sebo, egusi with pounded yam. You can even eat that on that day, egusi with rice, white rice. Come to Metro TV premises. I am inviting all of you. I can't wait to see you. See you there.
Welcome back. This is Good Afternoon, Ghana. We're getting into our second conversation for the afternoon. We're talking about the DN savings and loans. And yesterday, we had the ruling from the Court of Appeal that says that the license that was revoked by the Bank of Ghana a few years ago has been restored by the Court of Appeal. Let me just read and give a background to that. So the Court of Appeal unanimously restored the operating license of GN Savings and Loans Company Limited, overturning both a High Court ruling and the Bank of Ghana's 2019 decision to revoke the institution's license. This has been described as a landmark legal victory for Group Indum after nearly 7 years of litigation. Now, the three-member panel held that the revocation was unfair and unreasonable and ordered that the receiver appointed to manage the institution return possession, control, and management of its assets and operations to its shareholders. Now, the ruling marks a significant legal development which has been protracted for the past 7 years after the 2017-2020 financial sector cleanup. You remember that yesterday we were even talking about that here on the show. So that's what it is. And the bank as an institution, as it was widely known, was downgraded to a savings and loans license company in January 2019 after failing to meet the BOG's revised minimum capital requirement of 400 million Ghana cedis. And just months later, in August 2019, the central bank revoked that reclassified license, citing a capital adequacy ratio, a governance failures, undocumented transfer of some funds. So a lot happened, but the Group Indum has been fighting this, and yesterday the ruling came, and you all must have seen that on our social media platforms. And this afternoon, we are privileged and pleased to have in our midst Senior Vice President of Group Indum, Nana Ofori Owusu, who is also chairman for the PPP, Progressive People's Party. Thank you very much for joining us. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right. So let's begin from yesterday, from the ruling in the court, coming out, getting home, meeting everybody. What happened? Just give us an idea of how it was yesterday after the ruling.
You know, we have visualized this win since 2019.
Okay.
The fact that we went to court, we sued government, we sued BOG, we sued the Ministry of Finance for our license back, because we have a firm belief that the reasons adduced for taking our license did not make sense and was wholly untrue. And that is why we were courageous to take them to court. So you imagine that we have been prepared with our documentations all along. Prior to going to court, we had petitioned everybody here in Ghana. We went to the National House of Chiefs. We went to the presidency itself. We went to members of government. We went to Parliament. We went to everywhere and took our case. And they told us, go to court. They told us, per their advice, members of government at the time, go to court. So we proceeded to court. And so we were in court for 4 years. The case was over in about a year. Ruling took about 2-3 years for it to come out at the High Court. Judges were promoted in the middle of our case. All type of things happened. We were not perturbed, because if these are the reasons you are adducing, then we have answers to each and every one of them. One of the reasons is we took $62 million to US. Now, my brother, to today, nobody arrested the man. Nobody pressed charges on. If somebody took $62 million out of this country for his personal use,
that would be
so
a very
government
big,
who made the accusation from True Bank of Ghana, should the man not have been arrested?
There should have been documentation.
That is when we all, as the times when we knew it was bogus, was hollow. Whatever decisions they used whatever reasons they used to adduce to reach that decision, it did not make sense. And so, yesterday, we have been having meetings as Group Indum on GN Bank as if the bank was operating. So we have shadow operations people.
Okay.
We have our real estate team in bringing back the branches to shape. We have our power team. We have taken inventory of our assets and how we should operate. And then we say, so what if we got the license today? What will we do?
So you are
so we
planning
put all the scenarios. We have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and moving on.
Wow.
How to build the reputation back. And we have been doing this for 7 years.
So this is a case of vindication?
You visualize and actualize. We knew that we were going to eventually get there. Because you see, when all the noise died down, originally when the issues came up and they put it all under banking sector cleanup, and then they would take your sins and make it mine. And we were put together like we were some Banku and Okru activity, when in fact everybody had their own identity and the issues.
As at the time the issues began, really, would you say that there was nothing that warranted GN Bank or GN Savings and Loans to be looked into?
Oh,
was everything okay?
What I'm saying is, first of all, in business, there's challenges. In life, there's challenges.
Okay.
You must approach challenges with a specific ideology or philosophy on how to resolve the challenge and make it go forward. You have a situation where a governor announces to the whole of Ghana that banks are in trouble and we are going to close them down. He announces it.
Maybe he's found out.
What has he found out? Any financial institution primarily buys and sells money, isn't it? I buy your savings for 9%. Then I unlend that money for maybe 20%. The difference is what goes to the bank. And so if everybody came today that they want their deposit back, it can never be so, because the money must go back to work. So some contractor has the money. Some market woman has some of the money. Some investor has some of the money. So the money is out there. It's not cash sitting in vault. So if everybody creates an artificial run and then everybody comes in, you can never satisfy those customers. And then worse yet, we had 300 branches. So we were everywhere in Ghana at the same time. So when he made these announcements and everybody was rushing all the branches, you couldn't satisfy those people immediately. In other countries where they thought that these things happen, the public sector came in partnership with the private sector. Came in, listened to your issues, then together they worked out plans. So this thing happened in the US. They came in, became partners with the bank, put representatives there, managed their affairs, ran the business. Within 10 years, they are paid back whatever it is that was owed. So attitude, philosophical predisposition, how you want to solve the problem. Not that there is a challenge, but how you want to solve the challenge. So you can use a sledgehammer approach that they did. destroying indigenous Ghanaian businessmen in the financial sector. And no nation can grow when the sector is controlled and dominated by foreign entities, foreign countries. So what happens is then you as a Ghanaian, you are not in ownership of your sector. And Ghanaians must be in ownership of our sectors, be it oil, be it energy, be it mining, be it financial position, be it waste disposal.
The approach was the problem for you.
World best practices shows us this was the worst approach ever.
So
and they paid for it at the polls. They paid for the approach at the polls. Somebody can be an MPP sympathizer, right?
Yes.
He's probably a 3-generation MPP guy, right? But you have collapsed his business. The policies that you put in place, you have collapsed his business. The non-stabilization of the city, you're making his business, he's unable to forecast. So the person will choose self-preservation over your party. And people chose self-preservation.
How did you say that you've been having meetings, but for your people who worked with the company, how did they feel about it from the beginning, and how did you find your way with them, in terms of this is where we have come to. This is what's going to happen. You're losing your jobs.
We are not leaders when things are going well. You are leaders in times of difficulty and crisis. That is when the tenets of leadership manifest itself. So you don't have leaders when everything is dandy and everybody is laughing. So when the crisis came, some fell off. Some ran away. Others too stood strong with us and decided to work with us to resuscitate the businesses and maintain them. So we went to a mode of maintenance, not growth or anything, because we were hard hit. So we were working on position of maintenance, cutting off the fat, working focused on delivery. We were still working with no excuses. It's easy in times of crisis for people to say, oh, sir, we don't have this. Oh, sir, this. Sir, it's because of this. No, we don't tolerate excuses. Deliver. And so we have held that position for 7 years to keep us alive. And that is how I'm here speaking to you today. And the people who work for us, we've been able to cater for them. We've been able to grow, maintain. And now we are going to go into a period of growth because we suffered reputational damage. That cannot be quantified.
You said the former government, the approach they used could have been better.
Far better.
Far better. Again, we had heard rumors that sometimes you may have felt that it was a targeted, thing towards Dr. Papa Kusindum and his businesses. And we had seen that a lot on social media, some of the utterances and all of that. For management of the company, were you disheartened that it looked like it was a targeted thing towards Group Indum?
Well, I'll tell you, we certainly felt like that. Because the reason why is that if I, having worked with Group Indum for about 25 years, at the highest level, knew that there was something negative about what had been done, I would not have supported the cause.
Okay.
But being party to the activities and the functions of the group, I knew there was nothing there. So the next step is you begin to ask yourself, why? And then it didn't stop at just the bank. We had insurance companies, they attacked those insurance companies. They will not give licenses. We were held to Yoko almost every other day. I have been to Yoko more than 100 times sitting here with you. Yes.
Okay.
And I walked there boldly. There's nothing to be dealt with.
So from what you say, it really looks like there was nothing to hold Grouping Doom and the entity, as in GN Savings and Loans, for any wrong.
But that's what the 3 highly esteemed appeal court judges have just ruled. They have just ruled that taking away our banking license was not a wise decision. And they have ruled it. And they have told the whole world.
Okay.
So once 3 highly intelligent appeal court judges sat down, look at the facts, look at the documents before them soberly, and arrived at this conclusion that we had held all along, it goes to show you that there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Up to today, they have not been able to provide any document whatsoever from their side to prove what they have said. And that's what the court is saying. They have not been able to prove their case. Having looked at it, having 3 eyes look at it at the appeals level, scrutinizing the documentation, the dossier before them, they arrived at the conclusion that give them back their license because you have not proved anything. That is precisely the issue.
And so you think there's nothing that can be proved
but
for your government?
The court has spoken. It's not you and I to have opinions on the matter. It's for us to subject the facts to the arena that has the constitutional mandate to interpret these things. And that arena, 3 unanimous decision members of the appeal court has ruled on the matter.
Was there
so to me, that ends the noise that people are talking about. Yeah, you have your opinions, but the facts are before you.
What do you think about the NPP as a party now, as PPP, as Group Indum, as Dr. Papakwesi Indum? The NPP, did you have issues with the NPP whatsoever that you think that you would be targeted in this?
Unless they tell us. Because me as PPP chairman, we are advocating
and Nana, please, you'd have to put the microphone. Yes.
Yes, right. We are advocating for our positions. We have 10 fundamental issues that we believe will transform the makeup of the nation. And that's what we advocate. So we are not in the known if somebody intentionally dislikes you or as a result, as that is what they are doing, or is politically motivated. We have never understood how the finance minister, a player in the private sector, somebody that we competed with him in investment banking, somebody that we competed with him in banking, somebody we competed with in Liberia, becomes a player and a referee at the same time and begins to go after people that he plays with in the industry.
You're talking about Kenneth Foriata?
Yeah. The man in white. I've never hidden this. I have been on a tour about this. And I have spelt it out that you competed with us in the private sector and you were losing. And you could not match up to the ingenuity and innovation that we showed in the private sector space. And then you become a minister of finance. Then you use your referee status to take off your competitors. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? The UT man says that he gave him a loan on the Obotan deal. And the man was supposed to go to jail on the Obotan issue. And President Mills, peace and blessings be upon him, gave him a pass and gave him an opportunity to pay back the money. UT gave him the money to pay it back. Then you turn around, you collapse UT. I mean, some of the things, when you hear the stories, it's not coming from the NFORI. It's coming from the man himself. And when you hear the stories, you begin to say, no, there are ulterior motives that were associated with this. So we feel vindicated. We believe that we are just going to go. We are not going to cry. It's too late to cry. We've done some crying. It's over. We are in
getting back to business.
We are straight back into business, rebuilding. And you know, there's something beautiful about when you are the creator of something. It's easy for you to recreate.
You have the blueprint already.
We have the blueprint. And then we have the innovative spirit to be able to come up with new ideas and new ways of doing it.
So there's supposed to be so the assets of GN, how are they doing? Have they not lost value? All of that.
So our lawyer tells us that we write for the ruling. After we write for the ruling, we'll write to the respective institutions because the ruling says that operations, assets, and the like should be brought back to us. So now we need to sit. Where are the assets?
Okay.
What has happened to the assets? What did you do with it? You say
in this case, the assets would be what?
You say you sold it. Like, let's say our vehicles.
Okay.
Or motorbikes. Or the generators that were at the branches. Or the CCTVs, the vaults, all those things. Where are they? If they are there, okay, we account for it. If they are not there, please account for it. You say you sold it. What was the value? Where did you put the money? Did you put it in an interest-bearing account? How much has it accrued to today? All of those things. We discuss all of those things. And then we take custody of what belongs to us. And we move forward from there.
Since yesterday to today, have you heard from the Bank of Ghana?
No, sir, technically, even though they have representatives in court and they know that we won the case, you have to enter into judgment. There's something in the legal aid that talks about entry into judgment. That is when the judgment has been given, now it must be enforced. So once you get the ruling of the court, you enter into judgment, which is going to compel those who have been mandated by the court to perform certain actions for them to perform.
Okay.
So we have to enter into judgment, and then we sit down with them and we work it out. So that is the legal process. But in terms of preparedness to work again, like I said, we have been meeting every day as if the bank was running. And we are ready. We know our first 10 branches, where they will be. We know what needs to be done. And we're going to work feverishly to get them done. For example, right now that we have made the ruling, entering into judgment, we are going to our sites, places that they have left to deteriorate. And we are going to start working on them.
You put them back?
We have already won. It's ours.
Yes.
It's just a process of you giving us our paperwork. But we are not going to sit there and also watch you like places that the roofing has gone off and it's raining.
Yes.
And it's weakening the foundation. And that we should sit there and turn our thumbs. No, we won't do it. We are going to go there and we are going to try and fix it.
As an entity, what would you do different now as you're going forward?
We are going to apply more technology.
Okay.
We are going to apply more technology. You know, AI is in the system. You must be able to adapt to modern trends and activities. But we are going to hold steadfast that we believe in the youth. We are going after the youth to employ them to do the work.
Okay.
Today's youth, and work with them as to the way forward.
The time when
those people are grown people.
Now there's a new era of
people who need opportunity.
Okay.
I want to work with them.
Okay.
Give them the opportunity and tap on their knowledge and innovation to be able to move forward, because business is not stagnant. Somebody says, oh, the bank won't be like the same. I hope not. How can it be the same? We're supposed to improve on ourselves as we go by. We have acquired a lot of knowledge through this process. And its application will be brought to bear for us to emerge a new GN bank with more features, more AI features that you can never imagine. Because at that time, we had employ the technology existing, point-of-sale devices, going from marketplace to marketplace, dealing with people at their workplaces. So we didn't believe in a banking where people sit and wear tie and sit in air conditioning.
And then the customers rather come in.
A huge edifice, and the customer comes in and you frown on them and you make it even uncomfortable for them to do business. You have lost it. You don't know that you are there to render a service to those people. And you rather use the place to intimidate them. That is why we are the People's Bank. We set up systems in which the average person creates a high level of comfort with us. And you know, we keep up to today. They keep talking about informal sector is huge. They are not in the tax bracket. They are not this. We brought 1 million people who had never banked before into the banking sector. It allowed government to be able to trace those people, 10 numbers, all of this, and for able to become inclusive into the tax net. When there's a lot of people in the tax net, the pressure goes down because there are only a few people paying the taxes of everybody. So bringing the unbanked into the bank is the process to getting people what? Systemized and included in the system and bringing it. And that's what we worked on.
At the time of the revocation, how many workers did you have?
Oh, at the time, Group Indum, we had close to 6,000 employees.
6,000?
6,000
for the whole
employees.
group?
For the whole group.
What about the savings and loans?
The savings and loans, I say, will constitute about a third, a little bit over a third.
And how many do you have on your roll now?
Then the savings and loans doesn't exist.
Okay.
It's under receivership of government.
Okay.
But what we have is that we have senior managers who have been assembled, and we simulate the operations of a bank. So we have the operations people, we have depositors, how to raise funds, the targets, the business plans. So we have all of that intact, the leadership that would drive the force. So that is what we are going to do. That's why I said if we get a license today, Dr. Indum says it everywhere he goes. If we get the license today, we start operation tomorrow.
Start work tomorrow.
Because we have it already planned out and ready to move.
You say you're ready to begin with 10.
10 branches.
Where will we have
that one I will not release to you right now, but we have 10 branches. That is
in the Greater Accra region?
No, it's nationally.
Scattered across.
Scattered nationally, scattered across. That we will start. They are anchor branches. And when we start with those anchor branches, the rest will spring out. You see, we know how to map out the thing. So we have 10 anchor branches. Some will be in Accra, some will be in Central region, some will be in the Volta region. We have some in the Northern region. We have some in the Ashanti region. We already have it all mapped out. Then we have our property consultant wing. They are also working, and they have already drawn up what each branch requires and all of those things.
All is that?
We have it already.
How much will be needed?
These are figures I can't put out, but we have it.
You have the money?
We know how much it will cost to get those 10 branches operational.
Okay.
And we have worked towards that already.
So you have the money?
We are ready to start. That's why I say we get the license today. We start tomorrow.
Hey, Nana.
We have a printing press. We have a printing press that prints everything. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
We have a DigiCart, a listed company on the secondary market who is able to help put together what you call it, branding manuals and all of those other things have already been done. And so we are ready to move full blast.
You're talking about, you mentioned earlier, reputational damage. How would you do that? I mean, of course, the vindication from the court, the ruling from the court is the very first one.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you need.
If I go to you, the client, and I say the court has vindicated me, it has cleared me that the decision that the people took was capricious in nature, and that because of that, they say that they should give me back my license. What that does is that it clears me of any wrongdoing. You understand? And you are able to engage with the client. And Ghanaians understand. No? Ghanaians were angry with what was done to them, what was taken away from them. And it was not replaced. You close the only bank in a town, and you don't replace it with any other bank. That means you didn't give the people an opportunity for them to be able to live and function. Do you think they'll forgive you? They will not forgive you. So they are already on our side. We need to make sure we trumpet the issues. We need to let them know that the basis of revocation is untrue. The court has reviewed. 3-member appeal court judge unanimously has stated that no, this cannot be. This cannot be. What greater vindication do you have for that? It's tantamount to when people go and bath the seawater after they leave incarceration. We have been bathed in the sea water with the verdict, the ruling of the appeal court.
Now, as we wrap up on the conversation, though, the ruling has come. How soon are you expecting the official communication from the BOG to get you working?
Well, first of all, you know, President Mahama, before the election, stated that he will give back GM Bank license. And the reason why he stated that, because he has at his disposal experts in the area of finance and
the
banking.
NPP didn't have experts?
Yeah, you say?
The NPP didn't have experts?
Well, it's obvious that their experts have failed them. Their expert advice has failed them. Right? And he had counter information that did not form into conformity to what was being said. And when he said that, it began to bring a world change, because people now began to say, hey, is it true? Because President Mahama has also stated that. And I believe that all these processes helped us in what we are at today.
Okay.
So I give a big shout out to His Excellency the President for making a statement, that he will help. That statement, allowed people to begin to have a change of mind and begin to look at us impartially, and then started to dig to the documents. Because sometimes somebody destroys you so much that there's nothing that you say you do that will erase it.
Okay.
And so this process, we believe that the courts, the judiciary have stood tall, strong with us. What they have done has brought back the faith of not only Group Indum into the judiciary, but all businessmen. Because you see, the rule of law is at the cornerstone of doing business. That when you feel that you are being wronged, that is the arena that will be able to right the wrongs.
Okay. Now we have to go. We would see, as you say, you're ready.
You need to call me back, because I'm just warming up. I
actually have a lot of questions to ask you. In fact, in politics also, what's been happening with the party?
Some fake consultants are going out there and saying, what if you go for appeal? Ask those, as media people, ask them that, are they members of the board of Bank of Ghana?
No, but are they
spokesperson to the governor? Are they spokesperson to the finance? Because those are the people who will be able to make that determination.
Whether they want to.
That means that the thing that you are saying is coming out of your will. That means it is that ill mindset that took us into the wilderness for 7 years. And I'm not going to countenance any armchair analyst to just come and spew nonsense when the courts have made a pronouncement.
Yes, but whenever there's a ruling and you are not happy about it, you go to the court.
No. Who is not happy?
So
that's
in
the
this
question.
Case,
so the so-called consultant who
yes.
is speaking, he's not a BOG. He does not speak for BOG.
Right.
He's not a member of the board.
But
he's not a spokesperson for finance. He's expressing a personal, unwanted, unwarranted statement. You are a consultant sitting on the side, and somebody has won their case, and you are dreaming that the thing should go to a Supreme Court. It means that you are part of the conspirators that brought us in the position in the first place. And I wish you bring some of those people onto your show. Let me face them eyeball to eyeball, and let's have a proper conversation. But the stuff that they are doing, a cowardly statement, armchair analyst statement based on nothing. Based on nothing. The court has spoken and you are sitting there. I think that the thing should go to Supreme Court. Go and tell your grandmother to go and file an application to take it to the Supreme Court.
Which analyst did you listen to that?
They are out there. They are out there. They are being reported all over the place. And I'm saying that when they speak, ask them the tough question. Who are you? Where does your mouth go?
They are analysts, and so they analyze the situation, and they believe that, well, there could be an appeal. That, as you said, is a personal opinion. It can always.
We don't speak personal opinions when we are speaking facts. is a court of records. And we have entered into the court of records and we have deposited records. And upon the review of the records, a determination has been made that we are in the right. Then somebody who does not hold that mantle, not a judge, is not a Supreme Court judge, he's nothing. He sits there in the comfort of his house after a bowl of banku to make some pronouncements that has nothing to do with GN and our case. We are talking about what is before us, that the unanimous member, 3 persons, have made a decision on the way forward for GM Bank. And GM Bank is ready to move as soon as we conclude the negotiations with the relevant
we have to wrap this up, but as you requested, we need to bring you back and do a whole 1-hour session.
I am ready.
Right.
I am ready.
Nana Foriyo Wusu, thank you very much. Senior Vice President of Group Indum, joining us
Tell them
today.
not to eat banku before they come.
And
to eat salad so they can be light in the brain.
Many thanks for joining us on the week here. On Good Afternoon Ghana, my name is Desmond Okrekuda. So we came to live from our studios here at Northridge in Accra. And for more news, log on to our website, www.metrotvonline.com. Cook Africa is next. And we're telling you tomorrow, 23rd May, on our premises here, we're having the Cook Africa AU Day. We have over 20 embassies coming around, foreign communities coming around. We are going to have a good time. So Nana, tomorrow, as we celebrate, you can definitely come and, let's eat good food. Right? Yes, tomorrow, right here on our premises.
I would have been the first person here.
Join us.
Yeah, graduation, Indum School of Business and Technology.
Oh, right.
Tomorrow
so you can join
is
us
our
here.
3rd matriculation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we stepped out, we spoke to some Ghanaians about our preparation towards tomorrow on a very lighter note. Yeah, and let's listen to what they had to say.
Do not put your eggs in
one basket.
Not put your eggs.
Do not put your egg into one basket.
It is selling like hot
pepper.
It is selling like
hot cakes.
Any cooks spoil there.
This question is so cheap. It spoils the soup, man.
Too many cooks spoil there.
Soup.
Get out of the frying pan.
Into the colander. Oh no, into the fire.
Out of the frying pan. To the fire. Out of the frying pan.
Into the fire.
Have your cake and
eat it all.
You can't have your cake.
And have it back.
Not put your eggs
in one basket.
Kemi, do not put your eggs in
one basket.
Not put your eggs.
Do not put your egg into one basket.
It is selling like hot
pepper.
It is selling like
hot cakes.
Any cooks spoil there.
This question is so cheap. It spoils the soup, man.
Too many cooks spoil there.
Soup.
Get out of the frying pan.
Into the colander. Oh no, into the fire.
Out of the frying pan. To the fire. Out of the frying pan.
Into the fire.
Have your cake and
eat it all.
You can't have your cake.
And have it back.
Not put your eggs
in one.
A flavor, a feeling, a moment you can't resist. Metro TV is bringing you Cook Africa AU Day on Saturday, the 23rd of May 2026, under the theme My Kitchen and Safe Sanitation. From every corner, every culture, join us at the Metro TV premises. Come, let's have fun, eat, and experience the taste of Africa together. This event is a Metro TV event supported by Metro TV Digital, Original TV, and Original FM.
Hello everyone, my name is Kauta Rafiq from Morocco Embassy. I am inviting all of the Moroccan community as well as all Africans to celebrate Cook Africa at Metro TV the 23rd of May 9 a.m. as part of the AU Day celebrations. Morocco will be serving one of its most famous dishes, steamed lamb. Can't wait for you to try it and can't wait to meet all of you.
Habari means hello. On behalf of the Honorary Consul, Honorary Dr. Ken Kwaku, I welcome you to the Consulate of the United Republic of Tanzania in Accra. This year, as Africa celebrates African Union Day, Metro TV are organizing Cook Africa on the African Union Day, and Tanzania and our Tanzania diaspora community will be participating. We are inviting every Tanzanian and every African here in Ghana to be present on the 23rd of May 2026 at the premises of Metro TV, where you will have the opportunity to enjoy Tanzania cuisine, ugali, pilau, samaki, chipsi mayai, and the wonderful Tanzanian drinks. Also, you have the opportunity to see Tanzanian culture, our dresses and artifacts, our products, and other things that are of interest to you. And therefore, we are appealing to everyone, come with your family, come and enjoy.
Right, so yeah, we're still here. We're talking about the big day tomorrow, 23rd of May 2026, where we're going to have the Cook Africa AU Day. And then on Monday also, we have a roundtable conversation that we'll be having about water and sanitation, very important one there. And so we're going to have a conversation. My boss has joined me on the table, and we would have a conversation about it. Emmanuel Kwesiefri is head of operations and news here at Ignite Media. And of course, my boss, you're on Good Afternoon, Ghana. Welcome. How is it going?
On Good Afternoon, am I the boss or you are?
You know,
there are two people.
Yeah, you'd have to raise the microphone.
There are two people doing Good Afternoon.
Yes.
So, we are here. We are here.
So we're doing cooking on AU Day.
Yeah.
Where did the idea come from?
So it's exciting for us as Ignite Media, Metro TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital to be organizing this. The idea came from the fact that as a media house, we see ourselves as an advocacy institution of everything social, everything impactful, everything that supports the growth and development of the country, and by extension, the entire African continent. And so there are lots of things that happen. You see that there is the AFCFTA here in Ghana. Ghana is hosting the AFCFTA here, all to support the development and the unity of the African continent.
Yeah.
And management sat down, of course, with some of the people or the staff to think through what can we do to support this development agenda, to support this advocacy, to support everything that embodies the unity of Africa and the growth of Africa, the borderless trade of Africa, and so on and so forth. And one area that people haven't really looked at is that we say Nigeria is our brothers, Togo is our brothers, South Africa, we are with them, other countries, Ethiopia, we are with them.
Yeah.
But we are always talking about the economics, but nobody really thinks about the creatives, the socials, the very light parts where we can easily connect our food. You know the type of foods in Nigeria. If you go to Nigeria today, for those people who travel across, and you see that if you go to Circle today, there are a number of cars that are loading to Nigeria. Africa World Airlines is flying to Nigeria, Lagos and Abuja almost every day. I think twice or three times every day. But do you know the kind of foods they eat there? Are you comfortable when you go in there? If you go to Ethiopia today, do you know the kind of foods? Ethiopia is technically the hub, transportation hub of the entire Africa. Maybe we can add South Africa, but they have the biggest system when it comes to flight. Do you know the type of foods they eat there? Burkina Faso is just here. Ivory Coast is just around the corner.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of acheke. Do we know where it came from?
Yeah.
So all of these are the reasons why management sat down and said, no, let's promote African food. Let's promote African culture through the kind of cuisines we have. Most of us travel outside the country. You would go to, say in the UK, you would see Nando's. South African food is being promoted there. You would see 805 and so on, all of these food outlets and the kind of foods from Africa that are being promoted there. Can we begin a program to promote for ourselves as African countries the kind of foods that are available in each of these countries? So we are using our platform as Ignite Media Group to bring together all of these African countries, either their ambassadors or their representatives, and then their chefs, right here at the premises of Metro TV tomorrow, to come and showcase what they can do or what kind of food types they have. In Ghana, we've been bragging about a lot of our foods. The fufu, the almighty fufu is there.
Yes.
The akle is there. The banku and okro is there.
Yeah.
The tilapia is there. All of these are there that if you go to the north, the chuzafi is there. It's very unique to our culture. So what are the kind of foods that are unique to the culture of all of these different countries that we can bring together? And that's the agenda.
Yeah.
We'll promote Africa and the unity of Africa through the kind of cuisines that are produced by these African continents.
Right, and the foundation that we have laid is with our program, which is called Cook Africa, which is actually in its third season.
Exactly.
We over the period we've had guests coming in from various countries, cooking dishes, from their countries, and showcasing that to our viewers out there in the rest of the world. And so it's just prudent that as its AU Day is approaching, we're able to just bring everybody. So it's not now a host and a guest thing. It's everybody coming together.
Exactly. And let me use the opportunity to commend you guys and the team on the Cook Africa show. I think it's unique and it's one of its kind across the airwaves here in the country for any show that doesn't only focus on the cuisines of Ghana, but to see other African countries being able to showcase their kind of cuisines. And that's what we are putting together and bringing everybody together practically, physically to see what's happening. Lots of these countries are coming with their people, their embassies, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's just going to be exciting. Like you say, not just a TV show that you have the host and one person showcasing what they cook, but I mean the entirety of everybody coming together. It will be a competition as well.
Right. So tomorrow it is happening on our premises here, Northridge. It's free. It's free?
Yeah, of course it is free. It is free. There will actually be food for everybody that comes in.
Okay.
And usually, as we do it, like the Jollof Party, we have a lot of other things that are happening. There will be a table tennis, there will be a bouncy castle. If you have a child, it's a Saturday. You don't want to, because of the child, stay home. Bring the child here. We have a bouncy castle for all of them. They'll be able to play, and a lot of other side attractions will be happening right here on the premises of Metro TV. I love to play table tennis. So I'll be on.
You bring me some FIFA. let me see what I can do. So that is for tomorrow with the food, and then on Monday we're having another thing to educate our viewers out there. What are we doing on Monday?
Yeah. So Ignite Media Group, one of our identities is sanitation.
Yes.
The identity, the brand identity, one of the brand identities of Ignite Media Group is sanitation. And so we have the show we call the Clean Report, which focuses on the entire wash sector, not just sanitation. So water, hygiene, environment, sanitation, and so on and so forth. And we're looking at everything within the climate and environment and the wash sector to help clean our cities, to help ensure hygiene for people. And it is instructive to note that this year, the AU Africa Day celebration, which is on Monday, the 25th of May, has a theme of assuring sustainable water availability and safe sanitation systems to achieve the goals of Agenda 2063. So you'll see key items: sustainable water availability, another key item, safe sanitation systems, all to achieve the Agenda 2063 goals. And that's what we think. If you talk about sanitation, if you talk about water and hygiene, if you talk about climate, Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital are the champions of this in this area.
Right.
And so this year, for example, we have a whole lineup of sanitation, and we actually have the entire wash calendar of the year.
Okay.
Because we are backed by the Jospon Group and all of these,
and
ESPA and so on and so forth. So we have all of these programs that we are going to do. We have started the Clean Report, which is a TV show that airs every Friday from 2 p.m. And then we are doing the sanitation or the Clean Conference, which is coming up. We are having forms of partnerships with Praxis, for example, with ASWAM, for example, and we are going to do our own huge Clean Conference, which is coming up. But as part of all of the plans that we are having and what is happening with the AU, it is important that we showcase our might. You can't have a discussion or a celebration on available water and sanitation without a mention of Metro TV, Original FM, and Metro Digital. So on Monday, this Monday, what is happening is that right here in this studio, we're having a mini conference ahead of the major one that we are going to have.
Right.
A mini conference where all of these ambassadors, because it is still the AU celebration, we are celebrating in our own way with sanitation. So we are going to have all of these ambassadors that we are mentioning. We are going to have the Deputy Minister for Local Government, who is now championing the agenda of sanitation across the country. We are going to have CONIWAS, for example. We are going to have the Environmental Service Providers Association, ESPA. For example, we are having the Chief Marketing Officer of the Jospon Group and a host of other people, the Communications Director of the Zoom Lion Company Limited. We are inviting Jekura. We are inviting Tidy Up. We are inviting a host of
all the stakeholders.
Everybody that is concerned with the wash sector.
Okay.
In fact, this is a lead up to the main conference. So you would have lots of students coming in. You would have these ambassadors coming in. You would have the authorities in the sector also coming in to have a roundtable discussion. And of course, your good self would be here. I would be here as well. We would sit around this table and have the conference, and would have audience here in the studio who would have the mics to ask questions. Everything on the wash sector. So the water, hygiene, sanitation, health, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
That's it.
What time are we
So it begins at 10 a.m. right after Good Morning Ghana.
Okay.
We come down into the studio. Good Morning Ghana is up there. Then we all descend here into the studio. We will have the performances. We will have the speeches going on. And then the panel discussion itself will go on. It's for 2 hours. We are done by 12 weeks.
Right. So take note of that.
Right.
10 a.m. on Monday for the mini conference that we'll be having here on WASH, on the WASH sector. And then tomorrow, so first on Saturday, that's tomorrow, we'll eat and enjoy all of that. And then Monday, we talk about the very important things when it comes to water and sanitation. So take note of that. Tomorrow, the time is 9 a.m. So start coming in with your family, your friends, and be part of this all important program tomorrow. It is free, and just come and let's have a good time. Yeah. So because if we're wrapping up on this, anything you want to tell viewers finally, then we go.
So what it is that this year, subsequent years, and every other year, you want to identify for all the stakeholders, for the audience, for the authorities, for everybody else, sanitation and the wash is right here on Metro TV. That's why we have the Clean Report. You need to watch us every Friday from 2 p.m. onwards. And the sanitation conference itself, the Clean Conference itself is coming up. And if you have any problem, especially, there are lots of calls we get on people who are built on waterways, people who dump refuse in waterways in their area, anything about sanitation. This is your port of call. Call on us. We'll be right there with you, and we'll make sure that the advocacy goes on for you, for your problems to be solved.
Right. Kusefri, thank you very much for coming. He's the head of operations and news here at Ignite Media. So the most anticipated event is happening tomorrow. Over 20 African embassies, 20 different African dishes on display, and one host, that is Ignite Media. The whole Africa is converging here, and Northridge Metro TV to mark the AU Day with Cook Africa AU Day. The theme is Healthy Bites, Brighter Africa, Cooking for Wellness. Come taste best African cuisines tomorrow, 9 a.m. here at Northridge. This event is brought to you by Metro TV and supported by Metro Digital, Original TV, and Original FM. For sponsorship and partnerships, you can call 0540-281537, 0540-281537. So it's not too late. You can still call us and be part of this tomorrow. Many thanks for watching the show. My name is Desmond Okreku Dan. So log on to www.metrotvonline.com for more news and follow us across all our social media platforms. So we are wrapping up with the Vox we had. I was going to ask Jennifer, you don't put all your eggs in what? Oh, okay, she answered the one basket. Anyway, have a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of our program.
Do not put your eggs in. Not put your eggs.
Do not put your egg into one basket.
It is selling like hot
pepper.
It is selling like
hot cakes.
Any cooks spoil day.
This question is so cheap. It spoils the soup, man.
Too many cooks spoil day.
Soup.
Get out of the frying pan.
Into the colander. Oh no, into the fire.
Out of the frying pan. Into the fire. Out of the frying pan.
Into the fire.
Have your cake and
eat it all.
You can't have your cake.
Chicken.
Yeah, you know what to do. Parents, guardians, your Saturdays are about to be beautiful, exciting, and entertaining on Metro TV. You are going to enjoy what is called massive home entertainment with funny face.